Okay, I'm back without my Bluetooth earbuds. So, hopefully you can hear me. We'll start again. Today is the day I've been waiting for. Today is the day I will share with you, my Facebook friends, as I have with many people around the world over the past many years. Start the conversation about the three worlds. The three worlds. What are they? Why is it important that we even consider this? How can it affect the future? And where will it lead us? Got some friendly joggers coming here. Put that in there. So, the three worlds are a way to clarify what's going on in the world here on planet Earth, here on this spinning speck of dust in the middle of infinity. What is going on? What has been going on throughout the centuries, throughout the millennials? What about today? And what about the future? Most people think about these things. And then, as they think about them, typically they may or may not start to investigate what is going on. What is the purpose of being here? And what is the purpose of the future? So, what the three worlds does is it clarifies all the thousands of religions and philosophies that have been and that are to one of three conclusions. And these conclusions are one that each and every one of us come to, whether we're conscious of it or not. I'm going to argue. This is what your belief system leads you to conclude. One of these three. Okay? You either believe that everyone's going to be all right, or you believe that no one's going to be all right, or you believe that some will be all right. Many moons ago, Pastor Stallings, back at the Church of God Tabernacle in Detroit, when I was just starting to contemplate being a minister, told us that when you preach, there's three things you want to do. You want to tell them what you're going to tell them, then tell them what you told them. Well, I've told this to some extent, and I'm telling it again today, what I'm going to tell you. And then I'm going to tell you about the three worlds, and then I'm going to tell you what I told you, but that may take a while. That's going to take some collaboration and some interaction, and hopefully you'll be a part of it, because it's important what world you live in. First and foremost, it's important that you know which world you're living from. Now, the thing about the three worlds is, number one of them has to be the reality, and the other two are illusions. Because they are diametrically opposed conclusions, they cannot all three be right. So one of them has to be the reality. One of them, the other two cannot be, okay? Either everyone's going to be all right, either no one's going to be all right, or some are going to be all right. So it's important that you know which of those worlds you're living from. Now, what do I mean by all right? What I mean by all right is your future. Talking about gonna be all right is your future. So, and I list these alphabetically, as I will in the future with most options that I give when I'm doing surveys or polls or questions. I try to list options in alphabetical order, so not to show a preference. I'll share mine. I think most of you know where I'm at on this. But, and maybe many of you know that I have had the distinct experience of living in two of the three worlds. I don't know how many people can say that. Most people do experience some type of conversion in their religious life. So, yes, I have. Now, diametrically opposed, One is the reality, the other two are illusions. Now, the thing about this is, and this is so very important, is that we do not know which one is real. I hear some saying, oh, I know. Okay. If you know, I hear you. But when you say I know, that's not we know. When I say we know or we don't know, I'm talking about everyone. So if everyone except one doesn't know, then we don't know. Okay? Let's debate about it. Let's talk about it in a loving way with the objective that who knows how it might play into the future. Who knows what our destiny is? Who knows what the reality is? Okay? So this is where we're at. This is where we start. We'll be talking about a lot of things in that regard. As far as who believed what. You know, every author, poet, musician, movie maker, preacher, teacher, politician. Remember this. As they speak to you, whether they're conscious of it or not, they are speaking to you, and they are consciously or unconsciously attempting to create one of these three worlds. They're either telling you, hey, everyone's going to be all right. Let's support one another, work together, and plan a future that way. Or they're saying, guess what? No one's going to be all right. This is a world where we come, we live, we die, and we're gone. Okay? So, or they say, some are going to be all right. And if you don't do certain things, you won't be all right. Some will, but some won't. Okay? So that's diametrically opposed worlds. So it gives us an explanation just by knowing this, that we are living in a chaotic world. Now, I'm going to say this. It's perfectly so. It's perfectly so that it's chaotic. How's that? Randy, you say? It's that way, and it's perfectly so because we have choice. That's why there's chaos. So we are perfectly capable of assuming correctly and not knowing, assuming correctly or assuming incorrectly. Will we ever come to know the reality? I believe so. I trust so. So that's where we're going. We're going to go down the path of talking about the three worlds, and in the absence of knowledge, to try to see how close we can get to the truth.
Hi.
Hello. Hi. Howdy. And so that's where we're going. The battery's getting low. Walking on the path here at Fort Lawrence Park in Bolivar, Ohio. Thank you for your time. We will talk again. Peace. We are blessed to be in eternity.